For this recipe, we will use 3 chickens. Wash them, dry them, apply deep cuts. Marinate with any tandoori or tikka masala. Make sure you apply in deep cuts, and this is how it should look. Add some olive oil and leave the chicken for marination for 1 to 2 hours. Now in a pan, we will add half a kg of minced lamb, 3 cloves, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of black pepper. Now add 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of garlic. Mix well and then add 1 cup of water and 3 large potatoes peeled and diced. Do not cook the potatoes. Mix them with the mince and leave them on the side. Do not cook them. Now we're gonna make dough by using plain flour, 1.5 kg. Let's start making the dough. For 1.5 kg of flour, I am using 4.5 cups of water. It's cold water. We need to make a hard dough. This is what it should look like. We are gonna knead the dough and then we're gonna divide it into 3 equal portions. As you can see, I'm cutting it here and making it into 3 round balls. Leave them aside, cling them, and go to your next step. In a pan, we're gonna boil some water by adding some olive oil. We got 4 cups of rice which we're adding into the boiling water. We want them half cooked. Make sure you keep on stirring and keep an eye you don't overcook the rice. We just want them half cooked. Once you taste them, you can feel a crunch to it. Then strain them and add your potatoes and minced meat. Mix them well. Make sure they're all combined together. Dust the surface so the dough doesn't stick to the surface. It'll be easy to lift it. As you can see, I'm just dusting it slightly, turning it over. Now roll it into 16 to 18 inches of round circle. As you can see, this is the thickness of the dough. It is pretty thick compared to like chapati and naan breads we make. It is thick. Make sure you dust some flour so the dough does not stick to the surface. Now take 2 pieces of foil, cross them on top of the dough so you have enough space to fill your chicken with rice. Find the center so you can place your rice and chicken. As you can see, I am putting the rice in the center with minced lamb and potatoes. But to your liking, you can add vegetables as well if you want to. This is the point when we add the rice and then we're gonna stuff the chicken. The reason we kept the rice half cooked and the potato are not cooked either is because the juices from the chicken is gonna cook the rest of the rice off and is gonna add a flavor to the rice as well. At this point, take your time, do not rush, because this is the most important step. You need to get this right and it's gonna help. The steam is gonna help to cook everything off. So make sure you take your time. Now wrap the foil tight from all four sides, keeping everything tight together. Let's wrap the dough. All you're doing is folding it over. Make sure you don't put any holes in this dough. Now this is very important. Do not make any holes or anything, fingers going through it. Make sure it's sealed good. As you can see, I'm tightening it on the top to make sure it's sealed properly. If you need to use water, you can do that by wetting your hand and just rubbing it so everything seals together. Now this is ready to go in the oven. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the rest of the chickens. I'm going to repeat the same process. The only difference is this time I'm just going to cross the files and just put chicken first and then stuff the rice inside and on the sides. It's entirely up to you how you want to stuff the chicken, but make sure the foil is properly covered once you stuffed it, and then cover it with the dough. Seal it properly. Sealing is most important so the steam does not escape while it's cooking. Now they are ready to go in the oven. Set your oven at 200 degrees because as I opened the door the heat escaped a bit, so 200 Celsius. I left them in the oven for an hour and a half to cook, and this is what they should look like once they come out. It is a little bit messy process when you're cutting the dough, but the taste is wonderful. Be careful when you're removing the dough and foil. It is extremely hot. The aroma and the smell is so delicious. Can't wait to try it. The rice are very fluffy. They're not stuck together, and the smell aroma is beautiful. See how wonderful it's cooked all the way to the bone. Now we are ready to plate it and enjoy it. Have it with any sauce of your liking or with the yogurt. I have made a chutney with it. I will share a link below for the recipe. Try it and leave your feedback below. Like and subscribe my channel for more recipes. Till next time, Allah Hafiz.